Hey guys, it is Funky Friday again. Today I got a great tip for you here, how you can use intervals of 6 over altered dominant chords leading into a minor chord, like a 5-1 progression. We're going to be doing this in the key of A minor. So basically I'm just moving from A minor to an E7 flat 9 back to that A minor chord. Okay, so in the example there I started just on this interval of a 6 right out of our A minor chord there at the 5th fret, right? The G and the high E string. Okay, and then I went and did this, basically same shape down at the 4th fret. And these shapes will repeat themselves over that altered dominant chord every 3 frets, right? Here you can see it as part of an E7, right? Just the 5th and major 3rd of the E7 chord. If I bring that up 3 frets, we got the flat 7 and 5th of an E chord. Right, so always kind of reference where it is relative to the root. Take it up another 3 frets. Now I got the F note and the D, which is the flat 9 of E and the flat 7 of E. So it kind of gives us that altered dominant chord. And also I want to look at how I can resolve that to the A minor chord, which is coming. Okay, so for the 6th, this one would be right next door. Right there. That's coming right out of this A minor shape. Right there. So we got this. On the next pass, I used the same 2 shapes, and then I took it another 3 frets up. And this is just the major 3rd, and again, the flat 9, the F note out of that E7 flat 9. You can also think of these out of diminished chord shapes, right? Basically, it's still coming out of those shapes as well, but we're just playing one interval of a 6th instead of the full diminished chord. Okay, now that would easily resolve to this part of the A minor 7 chord here. Okay, then the E7 chord is coming again, and then I'm using those shapes on the D and B string pair. Right, again, this time, that's just part of an E7 chord, part of an E7 chord here, part of an E7 flat 9 there, resolving to the A minor 7 here. And then I took it one step further in that last one there, and that's again part of an E7 flat 9, the F, the flat 9, and the D note, the flat 7, and then just resolved it right down there to an A minor 7 chord. So the best way to practice this is just sit with a backing track really slowly, practice moving those shapes around up or down 3 frets, and make sure that you can see how to resolve it into the chord which is coming next, your 1 chord. And always reference where you are relative to your root so that you can move this stuff to other keys later. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next week.